Hey Catalysts. Last week, after the bombings, I saw that people were posting things out on social media saying, why is the media showing these explosions in these horrific pictures? And the answer actually is really simple. And the fact of the matter is that they know that it's going to get attention. They know that it's going to cause people to watch. And so therefore, that's why they're going to show it. Really, don't blame the media, but blame the people watching. So why do I say this? How do I know that this is true? Dear friends, because they know that this is what people are watching. They have metrics on the fact that you're watching these shows. They have information on what you DVR and what you watch from your DVR. News media is no different than any other media. They're in the business of basically brokering deals between your eyes and advertising. They just happen to come up with some sort of content to get you to watch. An analogy that I'd make is flowers. Flowers are in the business of actually making more of whatever type of plant they actually are. They're really just trying to lure in the bees so that the bees will actually get the pollen. Flowers are not actually in the business of looking pretty. They look pretty to achieve their goal of propagating the species. So how does this relate to news media? Pretty simple. You are the bee. The flower is whatever news story that they're coming up with to sell you on, to get you to watch, and the pollen is the advertising that they want you to pick up. You know why there's so many kitten videos on YouTube? Flowers. So if my business is selling ad spots, I want to make a convincing argument as far as why people should buy my ad spots, which in turn means that I want something that is going to attract a lot of people to watch, right? In turn, that means that I want to get whatever it is that a lot of people are going to watch. Thus, my spot is worth more. And since news media is in competition, it makes sense for me to want to get there first. First, because if I'm not there first, then that means that I've missed out on the opportunity to actually get you as a viewer because they're busy viewing somebody else. This is one of the reasons why the news media outlets are in such a rush to get the information out there, is because they want to be able to say that we had it first. And they want to get that out there as fast as possible so they get your eyeballs first. First, now you might say, well, they don't have to actually show these explosions. And the fact of the matter is you're right. But they're going to show it anyway. And there's two primary reasons why they're going to do this. Number one, because it's going to get people to watch, which is what they want. And number two, because at the end of the day, even though it's not pleasant and it's not nice, it's still news. And again, you're right, they don't have to show it. But they will, because they know that you'll tune in tomorrow. Until people actively choose to not watch that, until people actively choose to tell these media outlets, no, I don't want to see that, they're going to continue to show it. In addition to that, even choosing not to tune in and even choosing to tell them that you don't want to see that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to stop showing it, because frankly, it is still news. What I would suggest is to find a media outlet that serves you media in a way that you prefer to get it. So if you prefer a media outlet that's going to give you information but maybe not make such a big deal about whoever the person was, I would suggest to find a media outlet that's not going to give them lots of airtime. I'd suggest that the media is to blame, but really, we're to blame too as a society and as a culture, because that's the thing that we choose to tune into and that's the thing that we choose to give credence to, as opposed to all of the other things. As a consolation, is the number of stories that are actually coming out of everything that happened with the Boston bombings, in terms of all of the good stories, the people who were rushing in to help, the people who went and donated blood. And I'm very happy to see the amount of reporting that's happening on that as well, that really is focusing on the good side, if there is such a thing, for this story, in terms of humanity shining through and doing good things in the face of adversity. What do you think? Leave a comment and let me know. Thanks for watching.